Sorry for the delay. Welcome to my weekly recap of the Green Bay Packers. In short, we won. Winning doesn't come easily in the NFL, especially when you are playing a team that has nothing to lose on their own turf in front of their new GM. While many believe the game shouldn't have been this difficult, including me, I would like to note that this Browns team minus Josh Gordon took the Vikings to the fourth quarter and nearly beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. I also frankly don't care how we win at any of our games as long as we win. Helping us win was the amazing Jamal Williams. He continues to improve every week and it's just phenomenal. He's had well over 100 total yards in the last few games since Aaron Jones got hurt. This man can catch, run, and block, and this was with Brett Hundley. Speaking of which, Brett Hundley had his best game as a starter, 35 of 46, 265 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks, and 31 yards on the ground. He's improved in most of his games and has a bright future. But with all due respect, I hope he doesn't start another game this season. Our run defense sucked. There's no other way of saying it. With Kenny Clark and Mike Daniels, there's no reason we should have allowed the two worst teams in football to have 100-yard rushers. That being said, against Cleveland, our defense did shut down their passing attack after the first drive, and that attack did feature Josh Gordon. To be frank, our run defense must improve, but considering we've lost most of our defense to Mark Levat's crappy conditioning, I think, regardless of Mark Levat, we need our young guys we just got off the street to step up and tackle. Just do your job, and all will be well. Then in the offseason, we need to fire Mark Levat and get somebody that won't lose half of our damn defense to the IR. We won. And other than Devon House, we didn't have any significant injuries. Oh, and this little guy called Aaron freaking Rodgers is back. And he has a running game with not just one, but 2 proven backs. Provided our defense can somehow continue to play incredibly well for having half its starters on the IR due to a man that should never have been hired named Mark Levat, these last 3 games will be fun. Think about it. We allowed an average of about 24 points without Rodgers. In games Rodgers completed, we averaged over 27 points. Without an established running game or a healthy offensive line, which we kind of have now, these will be fun. Carolina is a running team with an incredible quarterback. We stop the run, we stop their team. They have 488 total passing yards in the last 3 games. Look at Cam Newton's stats over the last 3 games. They have no receivers other than Funchess and can't beat us unless they establish their run. Provided Perry is back, we will be fine and all will be well. Also, their defense is amazing, but against Rodgers, it might as well be Swiss cheese. In addition to the greatest quarterback of all time, he now has an amazing running game with 2 proven backs. Both have multiple games of over 100 yards from scrimmage. Not only do they have to fear Rodgers, the Panthers, they have to fear Jamal Williams and Aaron Jones. In the end, we will win. Let's see. I believe that Carolina and us will score 5 times. The final score will be Green Bay 31, Carolina 27. Playoff Watch, Week 14. In order for us to get the 2 seed, we need Cincinnati to upset Minnesota, which is very possible. The Jets to upset New Orleans, not impossible. The Rams to beat Seattle, probably going to happen. And Tampa Bay to beat the Falcons, could happen. But in all honesty, the scenario that I'm most focused on, and we should focus on the most, is Seattle and Atlanta losing. If Seattle, Atlanta, and Carolina all lose this week, we control our own destiny starting next week. We would, at minimum, get the 6th seed. And I think there is a decent shot at that happening. I'll see you next week for this thing. Enjoy the games. I'll see you guys next week for the weekly recap of the next Super Bowl champions, the Green Bay Packers. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe.